February 19th, you got me. Portnoy is in. Dan has something important to say.
I was going to say I did not read any of the subjects, so we're going to go with a little bit of a Kevin Earmuffs Hot Take Thursday. You're going to get knee-jerk reactions here.
Okay. So, yeah, you're getting them from Dan. First one, pretty simple one. The SNL 40 after party. Jay-Z went up to David Wells and asked him about the bloody sock game because he thought David Wells was Kurt Schilling. Dan, go.
I mean, we do this all the time with black people. If you're upset about this, then you're a hypocrite, right? Like, I confuse black people, Asians.
Oh, I know you're upset.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, Jay-Z, he gets the same pass that I would hope the black community would give me when I'm in a similar situation.
Kevin?
Yeah, that's what I said in the blog. Like, if David Wells if he spoke first, he probably would have called him Kanye West, and then the story would be the other way around. This is just two guys who they're not going to know each other. Jay-Z claims to be a Yankee fan. He's not going to know who Boomer Wells is, and David Wells certainly doesn't know the rap game. What? You think that Jay knows who Boomer Wells is?
I think you're giving him a pretty hard pass here. I thought it was kind of like a chick move, like, oh, a baseball player? I've heard of this baseball thing. Are you that guy? If you're gonna be like the Yankee hat is the staple of Jay-Z. He made it more famous than a Yankee can. You have to know who Boomer Wells is.
If he's gonna say he bleeds blue and all that shit, he should obviously know who he is. But if you just break it down to like a fucking hick pitcher and a black rapper, it's like, it's just another white guy who throws a baseball for a living. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
I hope Boomer went into like, no, that's not me. But you want to hear something incredible I did? I threw a perfect game with a fucking buzz on once.
But correct me if I'm wrong, though. David Wells, he definitely wears Hawaiian shirts wherever he goes now, right?
I would have to imagine, yes.
That's got to be. He's definitely at that point in his life. So
I think put it this way: if you invite David Wells somewhere and he comes with sleeves, I think you're very lucky.
Right.
So Hawaiian shirts is like a bonus.
He's like extra. He's even farther to the white, like old white baseball player, spectrum, where he's fat, a shit show, probably wearing a Hawaiian shirt, dressed awfully. There's a million of those guys out there.
I don't think you guys are giving him nearly enough shit. They don't look alike.
No, but black people don't like baseball. Come on, he may rap about it, but he doesn't know shit about the game.
Dude, I think
he's a fucking agent.
I think every black guy looks like Danny Glover. What the fuck you want me to say?
All right. I think that was just like preemptively you guys getting his back for when it does happen. That you were just prepared for when you do.
So we want a little like one in the bank. We want some credit.
You're gonna be like, well, we had Jay-Z's back. So
I have no problem admitting that. No problem.
Up next, came out today that Warren Sapp, in his, got arrested for prostitution down at the Super Bowl. He paid $600 for two hookers to give him a blowjob while he filmed it. Only one allowed the filming. Kevin.
Well, the old adage is, you pay for it one way or the other, right? So $300 a blowjob. You take a girl out to a nice dinner. You take her out for some drinks afterwards. You're going to be running a $300 tab anyway. Warren Sapp just cut right to the chase, and he got the bonus of getting to film it. I don't think a blowjob is that bad. And if you get, a little take-home souvenir on top of it, I'm all for it.
I think $300 for just a blowjob is insanity. Dan.
What was with the other hooker? That's my question. She's hid in the bathroom? That's the worst whore of all time. He paid what I'm assuming was either a blowjob and a rim job at the same time, or a chick to blow him and a chick to be working the balls. And pays $300 each, and then one hides in the bathroom. That's how these things, fall apart quickly. Yeah, it's true.
That, my friend, was a hot take.
I think it's a great move. I think if you could pay $300 to star in your own porn, I don't think that everyone's kind of giving him a hard time. Kevin, you're like the only person I've heard who thinks $300 is a reasonable fee.
I mean, I'm just thinking about, like I said, dinner and drinks and shit. If you're taking a chick out trying to get your dick sucked in normal life, is going to run around that tab.
I think in the streets, Hummer usually runs you like 40 bucks.
No. I'm also assuming that these were like hot chicks. Like,
Yes.
I'm gonna get like a tranny to
Well,
blow me.
and you have the Super Bowl weekend surge.
John, they were from Vegas. They were Vegas strippers. Like that's gonna cost you some money.
A hot chick to blow me, I'm okay with $300.
Yeah.
Like a good professional
If
blowjob.
I can't film it, I'm not paying $300.
I spend $300 on a lot of shit that it does not bring me that much pleasure.
They'd have to blow you twice though, because like it's too quick the first time.
Eddie Murphy at SNL 40, he refused to intimidate Bill Cosby because he didn't want to kick a man while he's down. Dan.
Kevin.
I mean, fuck that. Until I hear that from Eddie Murphy's mouth, like this is all from the Norm Macdonald tweets, right?
Correct.
I just don't. I don't follow that logic. I thought.
You don't think Norm Macdonald's telling the truth?
I don't know. It just seems like weird to me. It doesn't
Well,
make sense.
Weird.
Can I say
The
something?
guy who got called a transvestite, he doesn't really do things normally.
Fucking barking.
She's happy the dogs were found. She celebrated. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I guess Norm would have the inside track. He would know better than I would. It just seems so weird to me that he would not kick a man while he's down. I mean, whatever. Fuck. First of all, if there's a guy who deserves to be kicked while he's down, it's a fucking rapist. You know what I mean? It's not like he should have his back or worry about Bill Cosby's feelings at the end of the day. And I think it just sucks that he came out there, told no jokes, and made nobody laugh, all for the sake of like keeping Bill Cosby's feelings happy. I don't know. Fuck that.
Can I also say real quick, this Norm Macdonald shit was really cool. But people were fucking jizzing themselves over that, like going nuts.
Agreed. I mean, it was a very cool behind-the-scenes take. When I was getting tweets that said, people were like, yo, go check out Norm Macdonald's last 100 tweets or so. I was like, I'm not going to read 100 tweets about anything. I am a Norm Macdonald fan, and I like the SNL thing. I'm not going to read 100 tweets about any story. It's just not the right way to tell a story.
Well, the weirdest thing was he made it seem like Eddie Murphy's a hero for not making fun of rapists. Like he was like, Eddie didn't think the laugh would be worth it. And we're fucking telling I was like, Norbit's worth it, but it's not worth it to make fun of the guy who has, 20?
Right.
20 rape accounts? 20 alleged rape accounts? You don't want to make fun of that guy? And McDonald's making him seem like he's a fucking hero.
We're also talking about a guy who's fucked transvestite before. Like, your moral ground here, Eddie Murphy, is really not, like, the barometer here.
Sorry, the mailman was at the door. That was why that happened.
Next topic.
Next. The, Kevin, this was your video. A school advisor playing 2-on-2 basketball with 2 students and a female teacher body slams the hell out of a female teacher in the middle of it. It was one of the more vicious body slams I've ever seen. Picked her up, dropped her on her head right in the paint. Kev, this was you, so what do you got?
Yeah, incredible video. The fact that there was 2 little kids just like standing at half court watching it happen. It's like when you play sports with a chick, it's a lose-lose. Like you either she beats you and you look like a chump, or she can like push you around and get dirty with it, and you really can't do anything back because then you're the guy who's picking on a chick. And this guy just didn't play by those rules. That's what it comes down to. She wanted to get dirty. She wanted to get rough. She was fouling, according to the account on the smoking gun. He took it to the next level. I mean, I'm not going to choke slam it, but don't play dirty in 2-on-2 then, babe.
Dan?
I'm going to say, hold on, I'm watching the video right now. Then you're getting the first reaction. Awesome. Like, that was a textbook body slam. So, perfect. Yes, I guess if you're in a school and you're body slamming people, that's kind of fucked up, and you probably shouldn't be a teacher. But if you're also, on the flip side, if you're going to body slam someone, you better body slam them perfectly, and that was the perfect body slam. So I'm going to at least give him credit for that.
I think it's really important to find out what kind of teacher she is. Because if she's like one of those gym teachers who's like just like blows that girls are just as good at sports as guys horn, and she was chirping the whole game, it's one of those where it gets on your skin and you're fair game. If this is the fucking math teacher and she's just, little Miss Sweetheart Potts, then you're a huge dickhead. But if this was competition, then this is just 90s basketball. This is you're getting in the paint and you're getting a little messy.
He was basically the 90s Knicks. That's all he was.
Yeah, just don't come in if you're not ready to pay the price. Next up is and he should be called an asshole because he is an asshole, but you can't get suspended for something like that. In the heat of competition, you can't suspend the guy.
Is he a teacher?
Yeah, he's a teacher.
I think you can suspend.
He's teaching the kids to play tough. He's teaching the kids how to play basketball. Next up, 900 students. I believe this is in Florida. 900 students stormed a mall and stormed the gates to get in to see 50 Shades of Grey because they wouldn't let him in because it's rated R. Kevin.
I honestly didn't believe the number. I was like, there's no fucking way this is true. This has been exaggerated. I clicked around to multiple news outlets. They all said between 8 and 900, with like 200 kids actually getting into the theater and watching it. I mean, I said in the blog, 50 Shades of Grey is for like the moms with kids. They called it mommy porn for a reason. They loved it. And it's for like horny teenagers. So not letting in like the 16-year-olds because it's rated R, I mean, that's ridiculous. If you don't let a teenager into a rated R movie, you're a fucking asshole. If that ever happened to me, I would storm the place too. So I'm on board with these 900 kids just trying to get their jollies off at an R-rated movie.
Dan.
What exactly happened once they got in there? Did they sit there and watch the movie? Like they didn't call the cops or anything?
I think they ended up saying that like over 100 kids actually got to see the movie. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, it's a flash mob. We have them in Chicago in the summertime. The people walk around in big groups and they steal your cell phone and shit, and like that's what it is. It's scary shit. So.
I love when I'm not the racist one.
I'm not racist. I didn't say anything racist. I said people walk around in a big group and steal other people's cell phones. That's all that happens. That's what this
is what we used to do at FSU when like a group of us didn't have the tickets, because when the game's starting, like it's thousands of kids at the gates. So we just get into groups of people who didn't have tickets, and we just fucking bum rush the ticket checkers, and it works every time. I as it did this time, 100 kids got in or whatever. Next up, Vanilla Ice. Dan, I didn't even read this one, so I'm going all to you. You'll get the hot take from me this time.
Yep. All right. So Vanilla Ice, basically what it sounds like is he's a construction worker now. I think he has a show where he renovates houses. He was renovating a house. There was a house next to his house that was abandoned. It sounds like he just went and stole a bunch of shit from it. And he's saying it's a misunderstanding. Vanilla Ice, like, I feel bad for him. I think he just needs some street cred. Like, he should get some street cred back. He should go to jail. He should get hard and then try to make a comeback. Because his whole thing was always that he was like a white boy, white trash rapper. So maybe this will help.
Kev.
Yeah, the problem is when news stories about Vanilla Ice hits, you always hear that his real name is Robert Van Winkle. So any sort of street cred that
That's
you gain,
what his name is?
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't know that? Dude,
no, I don't know anything about Vanilla Ice, man. When was he even out? Was I alive?
Probably just before. born.
You were very, very young. But either way, I was shocked by how many people in the comment section said that. They were like, I didn't know his name was Robert Van Winkle.
I thought it was common knowledge, but
yeah, I did too.
But either way, when he hits the news cycle and people see that for the first time or realize it again, all the street cred is erased. I also love this. The story said it was like a crime that occurred between like there's a huge period of time. I'm kind of with him when he says it's all a misunderstanding. I'm on Ice's side on this one.
There's no misunderstandings in the state of Florida. There's just crimes. That's just you should just go with that.
All right.
Is that it?
Hang on. Yeah, hang on.
Taking a quick little break here.
This is the worst rundown I've ever done. I'll say that.
This is the worst rundown.
I apologize. I don't know what I was doing.
Worst show ever. It was what were we just talking about?
Next stop.
That was the worst rundown of all time. I mean, from me, that was the worst rundown of all time. I'll admit it.
We didn't even have the wife and the husband. What's the husband? Because they only bang 3 times a week.
Yeah, that was a crazy story.
I mean, I can just cut that stuff out.
You cut it all, Hank. You just be like technical. I feel like the quarterback that throws 4 picks, and I sit in front of the media, and I'm just like, I just didn't have it today. I don't know what happened. I didn't read film. I didn't know what the opponent was going to do. I was just taking shots, and things didn't work out for me, and I got to get better. That's all I can say.
The entire time, I had my landlord standing right here, like shoveling my back patio, and that's who I just let in the door.
And Stella broke the record for most sparks in a show, and I had
that was such a bad show. That was like the worst show.
Sitting right outside my door, just standing there. He was getting all his mail together right outside my door. You know what will make this show? Hank, do me a favor. At the end of this, we're going to run the Jim Calhoun clip. That's all you can say. I fucked up. You wanted me to take Ryan Gomes. It took Emeka Okafor to Karan Butler. I fucked up.
We just had a good KFC radio, too, and this was...
I know. We like wasted it all on that, I think.
Fatigue.
We were out of gas. That's it. Cut your
bad.
losses. Usually we're pretty good. Give us
I'm going to try and save it right now. Did anyone watch Portnoy's Snapchats last night? I didn't either, but Hank was telling me that he was like 3 a.m. at a pool party with like all black people being like, it's the best pool party ever.
Wait, was he by himself?
That's what I said. Like, who was he with? Who was he possibly with?
I have no
idea.
Down
in Florida. It's just still in Florida?
I don't know if it's in Florida or Jersey.
An unknown location.
Boca with the black eyes. That's Snapchat.
Is going through one of the most severe midlife crises I've ever seen. I mean, it is severe.
If he like just emailed us the videos or whatever, I'd never bring it up. But like, I mean, he's putting them on Snapchat. What are you doing at 3 a.m. at a pool party on a Wednesday night?
He's wearing fucking weird hats. He's got weird clothes. He's just.
I've seen more of Portnoy's chest hair in the past like 2 months than I've seen. It's just disgusting. The guy is killing me.
It's sad.
I'm not even like friends with him. I don't even know how Snapchat works. I don't think I'm friends with him or whatever. So I haven't seen him. But Hank G-chatted me today. He goes, "You see Portnoy's snaps last night?" I said, "No, I don't use them." He just goes, "He was turnt."
So like that's the thing. Turnt should never be describing a 40-year-old man. It's straight up midlife.
Seriously, that's my point. He is. I mean, it's severe. It's severe. I feel bad. It's severe. He wants to trade lives with Hank. It's severe.
Jim, recruiting's hardly an exact science. But what does Gomes do that just blows you away now that you maybe no one saw?
You only go throughout the country of the guys that came and didn't go. I'm a genius. I took Emeka Okafor at 100. It's the dumbest fucking question I've ever heard. I've explained it 1,000 times. I fucked up. I didn't take Ryan Gomes. Does that make you happy?
You fucked up.
Jesus Christ Almighty! It took 18 months to sell the kid to Providence. It's been written about. It's been talked about. Don't shake your fucking head. If you ask a question, I'm telling you how I feel about it. I took Emeka Okafor and Karan Butler. They're not bad. I can't take every player. We have 13 scholarships. When I saw him, he was 6'5", 265, 70 pounds. When he graduated, we took Karan. He then waited to get his SAT score in the spring. It took Wayne Simone 18 months to convince, and I believe is that a quote, I believe, by Tim Welch, to convince him to take the kid. Same thing Tim Welch saw, except we happened to get a Mecca and they didn't, and we happened to get Quran and they didn't. But I'm tired of talking about it. Ryan. I've just said he's one of the best players sitting in our league, and starting to look like one of the best players in the country. I don't know what else I can say. And if you want me to say I fucked up, I fucked up. Write it. No, I mean, the question was asked. I posed it right off the bat. I gave Bill a slap, and he'll probably slap me later, which is just fine. That's part of the deal. You know. But I answered the question. I don't know how else I can answer it. And you want to go deeper into it. You want me to say I fucked up? For the 5th time. I fucked up.